Hello guys, welcome to BabaBoom Islington. This is our new restaurant, following on from our restaurant in Battersea, which is a 45-seater, which we opened two years ago. We're going to take a tour of the restaurant, show you some of the food, show you the menu, and give you just a flavour of what we do. So let's go in. So BabaBoom was started by Eve, Travis and Jono. I'm Jono, Travis is filming, and Eve's down in Battersea at the moment. And we love kebabs, and we came up with the idea because we wanted an adventure. So we're going to show you, as I say, this is our restaurant in Islington. This is an area which is great. It's the first day of rain in 4 months, which is a shame, but we've got the window open. It does open the full way back, which is awesome. Nice little bench area where people can have a drink while they wait for a table, or wait for a takeaway. We've got our little magazines here, which is something that's very dear to us. It's all about adventure, which is the reason why we're doing the restaurant. We love adventures, whether it be through travel, whether it be through activities, whether it be through running, biking, whatever it might be. And we like that to come through in our restaurant, through to our customers and through to our team. Travis is showing you a picture of some chilies up here. Our food is all fresh made in-house from scratch. Our chilies go on every kebab that we make. We're going to go and take a quick look at the menu and start to get an idea of what we do. All right. So Travis is homing in on the menu here. You can see the kebabs is right at the centre of what we do. The customer ultimately has a choice between going for a Middle Eastern naan bread or a fresh for two salad. So you can go big and bold, or go nice and nice, light, and a bit more fresh and healthy. In terms of our menu, we've got nibbles, we've got sides, we've got a boom box, which is essentially a Middle Eastern grain bowl. The idea is that it's Middle Eastern inspired cooking, kebabs at the centre, with some punchy ingredients and some British ingredients. We're going to go and find out a little bit more about the food in a moment, but that's essentially the menu, and hope it's looking good. So this is the first part of the dining space. It's nice high ceilings, light and airy, really good in the summer, especially with the window open. If the sun was shining, even better. The service style is super casual, but very detailed as well. So we make sure, while it's a very simple experience for the customer, that it's also really detailed and that they're having a great time. It's 6:30 now, so we've just got customers coming in for dinner service. As you can see, we're going to take a little bit of a walk through. So we walk up the steps into, I guess, the second part of the seating area. We've got booths on the left. Nice big table for bigger bookings here. We do take bookings, and a mixture of bookings and walk-ins, which works really well for us. It allows us to plan, but also remain flexible for customers, and give them that casual dining experience. There's some really cool artwork here, which is Eve has put together with some really creative designers, which essentially talks about why we exist, and what we love doing, and I guess it gives a little bit more of an idea about why we're here. In Battersea we run an open bar. Here there's a little bit more going on. We've now got beer on draft. Travis will try and move in on the BBB beer. That's our triple B beer, which essentially is a Persian lime steam lager. We've brewed that together with Belleville Brewery. So that's our own special beer, and we're really happy with it, and it's flying out at the moment. People are loving it. If you come to us, you should definitely have a frozen margarita when you arrive. Pretty much every customer goes for it. We've gone for a double barrel slushy machine, which allows us to do a burger margarita here, which is much more along the lines of a classic sour, sharp, punchy margarita. And then we've got a passion fruit margarita as well. Eve was inspired by that when she went to Beirut. There were passion fruit margaritas all over Beirut last summer, and we decided to do a more fruity one as well, which gives the customer a really good choice. So that's our bar. It's super simple. Our drinks list is really straightforward. Simple wine list, and as we say, the beer's on draft. We're going to go into the kitchen now and just check out where the action happens and where we make our kebabs. All right, guys.
All right.
Antoine, Danny Boy, Ben, and Ben. So Ben here is our op chef, and you can see he's getting a beef kofta going. We can see just behind Danny, if you move aside a second, this is our Rabata grill, which is a coal-fired grill. We've got some mutton slow cooking there, 4 or 5 hour cook we put on the mutton. We've got some koftas on the rotisserie, which we slow cook up on the top, which you can see Ben's just put on. We do lots of veg cooking as well, so corns and cauliflowers, Mostello cheeses, which is a Greek cheese which we use, very similar to halloumi, which all comes off the grill. So this is really where it works for us in the kitchen. We're going to plate a couple of dishes and show you just a little bit about what we do. We're going to start with our sweet potato hummus, which has been our best seller in Battersea in terms of our nibbles. It's our version of a hummus, and it's super popular, super tasty, a little bit nutty, a little bit of sort of roast flavour from the sweet potatoes, and we're going to show you how it happens. So essentially what we do is we roast the sweet potatoes in the oven for about an hour and a half. The idea is they start to caramelise, and that they start to concentrate in flavour. We then let them cool, and together with garlic, lime juice, and a good amount of olive oil, we then blitz them up with tahini. Now tahini, of course, forms a big part of a traditional hummus with chickpeas, but in this case we're using sweet potatoes. So that's the base. Let's give a quick wash hands. Then what we do with the hummus is we preserve lemon in-house, which I'm going to find in the fridge here. So we preserve the lemon, which adds a real tang and a saltiness to the sweet potato. Essentially, it's a super powerful, for those of you that know preserved lemon, it's a super powerful flavour, so you don't want too much of it. But with the sweet potato you get a nuttiness and a sweetness coming from there, so it really balances that well. Crispy onions, which is essentially fried onions, because everyone likes a bit of fried onion. And that just gets scattered around. Sumac, which is a Middle Eastern berry, which is essentially a dried spice, dried berry, which gets blitzed up. There's no heat on this spice, it's pure citrus. So again, it's adding sharpness to what's a very sweet, nutty dish. We then finish that with a really good extra virgin olive oil. We work with a Greek supplier called Odyssey, and they provide amazing olive oils, and we love them, and it really just finishes off the dish. So that's the sweet potato hummus. Danny boy, can I get a half bread please? The serve's really simple. We cut nice big chunks of cucumber, celery, and purple carrot, and then we're going to finish it with some bread. All right, Danny boy. So while we're finishing this off, Ben's going to start finishing the kofta. and we'll have a look at that. So this is a Middle Eastern naan bread that we simply finish over the coal fire, get it nice and charred, and then finish it again with some extra virgin olive oil. And it couldn't be more simple. Alright, so that goes up onto the bus. Cool. Ready to rework in the kofta? Good man. Alright, so the kofta we make with brisket. Brisket provides a really good fat content for the kofta. You need to have the fat content so it doesn't dry out while it's on the skewer. We cook the koftas for about 40 minutes on the top shelf of the rotisserie. So of the rotisserie, you can see it turning there. We mix that with chili spices, so we use a sweet pepper flake spice, we use Aleppo chili. The sweet pepper flake gives a smokiness, it doesn't bring any heat. The Aleppo chili brings more heat, and again, nice smokiness. In there, you'll have tomato puree, you'll have fresh onion, and then we grate in some really amazing Cretan smoked cheese, which gives the kofta a really nice smoky flavour. Then when the kofta's finished, we glaze it with a little bit of date molasses. So through this you should get a really nice level of heat. You should get a little bit of sweetness coming from the molasses, the real savoury saltiness from the beef. And if we finish that, chef, with a pickled chilli. We got the pickled chilli on there. I nearly did so well. And then we're going to finish it with our red sauce, which is a Worcester sauce, and a garlic yoghurt. So as a kebab restaurant, you can't have a kebab without a bit of garlic sauce and a bit of chili sauce. That is our beef brisket kofta and our sweet potato hummus. If you like what you've seen, visit us on bababoom.london. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We're always here, we're friendly people. Come and visit us, and hopefully we'll see you soon.